Country Kitchens team, and today we're staying very on trend with a popular baking idea and making floral focaccia art. So the first thing you're going to want to do for this recipe is actually make your focaccia. There's heaps of recipes out there. Jamie Oliver actually has a really good one. If you go on his website, or he actually has a YouTube video, if you just search Jamie Oliver focaccia bread, that's the base that I'm working from today. So I've done the hard work already and got my ingredients together in a bowl. All it is really is yeast, a bit of olive oil, water, and baker's flour. So my next step, I'm just going to knead out this dough just till it's really nice and elasticy. So as you can see, it's really nice and elasticy, which is what we want. So all I'm going to do now is just let this rest or brew for 30 to 40 minutes until it rises. Easiest way to do that, just leave it on your flour covered chopping board, grab a bowl, pop it over top. That's going to create a bit of humidity and help the process. Alright, so my focaccia is just about done, and I'm lucky enough to actually have some fresh herbs outside, so I've just wandered out to go grab some of those today. Alright, we've got some fresh basil that I'm going to use today. That is looking a little bit wilted as I raided it last night for some pasta, but we'll get a bit out of it. And I've also got some nice fresh rosemary here as well that we're going to add on to our bread. My dough's been resting. I've taken the liberty of starting to prep some of my vegetables. I've just taken inspiration from some of the different blogs I've seen. So for example, with our capsicum, you know, we've got them cut into these nice flower shapes. I've really just sliced the mushrooms, sliced the cherry tomatoes. I've got my spring onion, which for some of them I've actually sliced in half to make a bit thinner. And then I've just cut my onion in a few different ways, as I'm not quite sure as how I want to use it yet. So we'll play around with that once we get to it. And then I've got my herbs that I got from the garden as well, just in a bowl waiting there, as well as my Italian herbs. All right, so it's moment of truth time. Oh yay, that looks really good actually. So you can see it's significantly grown in size, almost double, and it's looking really nice and elasticy, which is what we want. You're going to make little dips in the bread because that's where all your flavor is really going to go. So just use your fingers, make sure your hands are clean. Rub that olive oil all over. Alright, that's looking good. I'm actually going to keep the olive oil on my hands and I'm going to rub in my Italian herbs. A bit of a spread. Already looking good. Right, next thing, I'm going to crush my garlic. I've done 2 cloves. The recipe called for 1, but I love garlic, so just do that to your taste. Alright, I'm going to rub that all around. So you're going to see I'm not going to add any salt to the top of this. I think the Italian herbs and the garlic, and then of course all our veggies, are going to give it flavor enough. There is of course a bit of salt added into the actual focaccia bread mixture itself. So now is the fun part, or the hard part, really depending how crafty you are. So I'm going to give it a go myself, making the focaccia. I'm going to try to do some florals, and let's see how I go. good. Got some nice flowers. Not quite sure what the mushrooms are doing, but they look nice. And most importantly, I think it's gonna taste really, really nice without all those herbs on it. And we're getting lots of veggies, no added salt, so it's quite a good, healthy dish for us. The last thing I'm gonna do is just drizzle a little more olive oil on top, just to really bring out the flavor of all those veggies, especially those mushrooms. They just need a bit of oil. And then I'm gonna bake them at 200 degrees Celsius for about 15 minutes or so in my oven. Thank you so much for watching, and if you have a go at making your own focaccia bread art, we'd love to see your results, so make sure you send them through to us either through email or through our Facebook page. Have a great weekend.